The one and only, the greatest. Muhammad Ali.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
Which fans are going to be happy, which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about.
Let's see what this guy got, though.
These athletes have promised us some more. Let's see if they deliver.
See what he got.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What a match, what a match. Yeah, come here, bro.
That jab doesn't find a home. Beautiful counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Missing with the left uppercut. Punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
First round, not bad.
They got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next
I feel like
round?
I don't know. He probably hit more. He probably got more touch than me.
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Reset.
This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Just like you. Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this.
And there's the bell to start round three. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? A straight right just misses. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
It's not protecting that body.
That jab doesn't
Yeah, you better protect that body, buddy. You better protect that body. Because if you don't, you're going to take that body
It's
from you.
been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot.
Look, what is that thing he's doing?
Unlucky to miss with that jab.
Protect that body.
Lucky that hook didn't score.
Protect that body. Protect that body. Because I'm going to go straight for body shots.
Both men
Protect
step
that body.
back for
Come here,
just
boy.
a moment. Those counter punches
Protect
have
that
to
body.
hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Protect that body. Come on, I want some ribs. Ribs. Bro, did you like that, bro? Yeah, I did like that, bro. You did. Like that. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to get along. You guys so lucky. Bro, I was just body shots this guy. That's it. I was gonna knock him out. He wasn't even protecting himself. He was only protecting the, you know what I'm saying? You gotta protect that body though. Use this to protect that body. Send people. I hate when people.
As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our
You got the same record, Loki.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
This guy's not speaking.
Alexander Usyk.
I can.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now from Crimea in Ukraine, here is an undisputed cruiserweight world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champ.
And of course, we fight outside. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
Okay, I see what the guy here is. Let's see. I might be tweaking.
Unlucky to miss with that jab.
Nah, he's not a stupid guy. I thought he was stupid. But he's not.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
Yeah,
This
he
is
is. That's
taking
like a guy.
boxing back to its roots.
Just a power shot type of guy. He's gonna spin power shots.
You can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
And he's gonna get tired very quick. By fifth round, I'm giving him the fifth round. He's gonna get very tired.
Well, let's step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with a jab.
One, two. One, two.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Card, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Not
What
bad.
did you tell this guy? He's got
Not
it.
bad.
On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Take that jab well at all. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Good counter punching. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
The action is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is with the straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. This with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught.
Yeah, you need to move. You're the type of guy that want. Yeah, I need to have you moving. I don't have you
the
moving. You're
scorecards
gonna
are going to be
straight
all
body shots
over the
every
place
time,
in this
huh?
one.
I see. Yeah. I need to keep you moving, huh? I need to keep you moving. Okay, I see.
You know that bell
Need to
was
keep you
sweet
moving.
music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights
Nah,
like
I
that.
bet.
When you think you come off the...
Here we go in round
Come on,
three.
bro.
Who's
Come
going to
on,
land the
come on.
first big
Let's go
shot?
for a little
Not the
one.
start that they wanted,
Yeah.
but let's see what they can do in this round.
Let's go for a
That was a
run.
tough last round.
One.
Now you've
Yep.
got to make sure he doesn't
for-
put it on you, and that's
let's
what
go
he's going to
for a
try and
run.
do.
Come on.
So tie him up, hold him,
One.
lean on him. Don't
One.
get
Yep.
drawn into a
Come on.
fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Yeah, come here. Bro, we're gonna wait here all day, bro. You're gonna come to me, bro. I'm not coming to you, bro.
When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Yeah, this guy. I'm telling you, bro. If you don't,
Not a lot of punch output. Thought
we
there
can
might
wait.
be
We
more
can wait
action
here all day.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare.
You're
If
gonna
you are
move,
not
bro.
fit, if
Bro,
you are
okay.
not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Yep, I told
Can
you
they
you was
figure
gonna
out
move.
the
1,
combination
2,
to
3.
this safe?
Hey, yeah,
So
thank you.
close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight
Thank
for
you.
the judges.
Yep. I need these little moves. Yeah. I really know how to beat you. You're one of those guys.
Let your hands go a little
Look
bit.
at you, look
It's
at you,
okay
look
to
at
be
you.
aggressive now.
Look at you. 1, 2. Come on, come on. 1.
He misses with that straight left.
Come on. Yeah. 1, 2.
Big
Oh.
Ukrainian
Come here.
in big trouble.
Come here.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without
Nah,
a
he
doubt.
was so
Needs to go
about.
out
He
there and
was
think,
indeed
right,
saved
you know
by
what?
the belt. What are you guys talking if he was saved by the belt?
Back at it in round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare.
Oh, I'm winning
Let's
by
see if
3
we can turn
points.
it
Not
around
bad.
here.
They've had 1 minute to recover.
1.
Now they've got to bluff
1,
it.
2.
They've got to bluff it. They've got to come
Okay.
out now and style it out.
1,
Get on the
2.
back foot, jab.
Yep.
Rest on the jab. Be
Come here.
smart.
Yeah, do it again. I know
until
you're
your
getting
legs come
tired.
back.
You're using
Then
20 power
put the
shots.
pressure on.
I knew you was going to get tired. I knew it. It was just a matter of time. Let's go into the 7th round. That's what I'm about to get to. You know
This
what? I'm going to
fighter's
let
not
you
interested in
cook.
throwing one shot at a
Do
time.
your
They
thing,
throw
though.
combinations
Hey,
and
throw
they
a combo.
throw them non-stop.
Okay. All right,
Some
that's
fighters
good.
are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Swing and a miss with the hook. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Perfect counter
Oh,
lands.
no, I got caught by that one. All right, bro. Yeah. Continue.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try
That thing
and cut
actually
them,
takes
skim
so
and
much
go for
energy,
speed.
Man, this guy's crazy. He was screaming about every day.
Couldn't land that jab.
1, 2.
Nice counter.
Come here.
Very
1,
close
2,
round with
3,
10 seconds to go.
1, 2. Okay.
That bell could not have
Too
come
far.
soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Let's go out there and let's reset.
Too far,
Here we
not
go in
that bad.
round
Probably
5.
10 though.
Who's going to
Probably
land
10.
the first big shot? It has been all one-way
1.
traffic.
All right.
How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on.
1.
He's going to throw the kitchen sink
1,
at you.
2.
You've got to be ready
Okay.
for that. Don't fight fire
1.
with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your
1,
head's not
2,
clear.
3.
Be sharp.
I'll put that. Body shot.
Threw the uppercut, but did not
1.
score.
1, 2.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year.
1, 2.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger.
1.
And he scores with the counter.
1.
Nice counter shot. The jab just got blocked.
1.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit
1.
you hard type of fight. Missing with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
I was waiting for him
That
to
seemed
throw
like
like a loop.
eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell sometimes
Yeah,
it can
I
be the
was waiting for
sweetest.
that, bro. Yeah.
This is the beginning
Good
of round
time. I know you're
6.
tired, bro.
Let's see how they bounce back here
I
in
know
this
you're
round.
tired.
This is one of those situations. You've just been
1,
hurt.
2.
You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool.
1,
Don't
2.
get suckered in. Make him fight your fight.
that's
Hold
right.
him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
1. Oh, yeah. I see it. You're tired. I knew it. I see it. You already got tired of just 2 hits.
Don't let this
Nah,
fighter's
this is
speed
me.
fool you. There's some
Come here,
method
come
to the
here.
madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning
You're
speed.
tired.
This can be so frustrating when
prey
you're
right
such
now.
a fast fighter that can throw
You're my
3,
little
4
prey,
shot
come on.
combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
1.
We'd like to see more jabs. Nice defense, avoiding the right
Oh,
uppercut.
why? What? It's not making me do what I want
Stamina
to
is
do.
off the charts. They exchange punches.
Let me reset.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
Not bad,
So
though.
all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the...
7 right now. 6, 7.
Here comes round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Good defense there on the left uppercut. Catch and shoot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Beautiful counterpunch. You've got someone with that hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And that pump misses. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Well done with it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage.
Yo,
after
that was a
last
crazy
round.
round. That's a crazy round, bro.
There's the bell to start round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Another scoring shot there. He threw a punch and just got countered. Misses with the straight left. Good defense there to stop that hook.
I'm popping this guy crazy.
Perfect counter shot. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. I don't know. I gotta take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
I had to use my sharing gun real quick and use the same move he was doing on me because it was working though, bro. I'm lying, bro. He was getting mad points just by doing
You
that.
heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout.
Yeah, look, he got to 65 just by using them body shots. Hell no. I have to put a stop on that. I was like, yo, let me do the same thing he's doing, bro. This guy was just doing something crazy, bro. And it was working. That's why I started using it. Let's see what's going on now. That's... $5.19. Yeah, gotta use this. This match right here about to go crazy. 10-8. He got a good record though. 10-8, 10 W's, 8 losses, 53. I have 53 wins and 63 losses and 3 draws. Not bad.
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these
Yeah,
ring
he's
sights?
5'8". My guy's 5'6", 5'6".
And here is...
This bout,
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
The wait is over.
All right,
The
I
speaking
went over
stopped.
the
The
rules.
fight begins.
I want you to protect
Now,
yourself at all
let's get the
times.
answers.
No doubt
And what
about
I
it.
say,
This
you
was
must
the
obey.
hot... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. The jab not finding its target. Hit him with a left jab. That one will count. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like a rabbit in a headlights.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Only catching air with that hook. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Crawford in the
my
hot
round.
zone. At this
Ain't no
point,
way I
you
lost
gotta
that round.
believe
That's my
he
first
can't
round.
win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knock. And there's the bell for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he misses with that jab. Can't find a home with that jab. That punch scores. That counter shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last
That was a crazy round, though.
Talk about
Both
a
people shot us a
one-sided
lot.
3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get
Good match,
complacent,
good
you
match,
think
good
it...
There's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. And down goes Emmanuel Augustus. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Okay. I'm locked in real quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
I still want to fight. Come on. Get up.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's time for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Missed with that right uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. That uppercut misses. There's a counter shot. Augustus in that last round. Here we go to the 4th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
done with that counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter shot. Good defense there with that left hook. Augustus is clipped. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. And how can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. They exchange punches. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
He's coming nothing. Yeah, he's getting tired. Keep doing that though. Keep doing that though.
He just misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
The judges kept their eye.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. We've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Which fighter will say no mas?
I don't like
Put the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Some nice exchanges from both men in this ring.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punching. Got out of the way of that right hook. Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Clark, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him, I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. On to the sixth round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. And he scores with the counter. That jab won't score. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Those counter punches have to hurt. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Didn't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Augustus is wobbly right now. It's some big trouble. Appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Has to be careful for that receipt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
Yes, sir. That's what happened when you get cocky. He started getting cocky, and then I was seeing the tweet. You know what I mean? Have to drop him real quick. Now the game should be tied now, though. Now this is an interesting match one. I think the points should be tied.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible.
Yeah,
because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Beautiful counter shot. Missing with the hook. Nice counter shot. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Can't land that jab. Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place. Did you see that? Is Augustus about to crumble to the canvas? Not the way either one of these fighters hoped it would go, but they can't be too upset. No one loses here. This fight's a draw.
What a fight.
Good match,
What a
good
battle.
match,
I'm
what a match.
exhausted watching it myself. And you know what? I'm
I'm a
happy
victim.
it's a
That's
draw
a good game.
because nobody deserves to lose. And
GG. Nah, he was a good opener, though. He was a good guy. He actually was cooking, though. Alright, this is my last one. Next, I gotta get on Fortnite. Fortnite. Baby, tú te y yo te mata. Oh, oh. I got Ryan Garcia's KO King. Let's see if he's the KO King for real, though.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And here is Emmanuel Augustus. This guy known for his unconventional fighting style, and I don't use that term loosely.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Chicago, Illinois, please welcome the battle-ready Emmanuel Augustus. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Victorville, California, here is the exciting boxing sensation, King Ryan Garcia.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting.
This match should be a good match, though.
And that's the opening bell, round 1. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. And he just got caught with a big right. Beautiful counter shot. They both want the knockout. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
We've been back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab but does not score. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Those counter punches have to hurt. He misses with that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Augustus in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Do you believe this? How about that time counter shot? And he blocks the left uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. On to the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch.
I don't like this uppercut, man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Do you believe what we're seeing? A perfect counter shot. He parries away that left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has... Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Good counter punch. Which fighter will say no mas? Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Augustus. Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The jab slightly off target. Counter punch caught him clean. Tried to score with a jab. Right now the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell them when they go to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That jab misses. Done with that counter shot. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Augustus in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage.
That thing Venom's guy?
Raise the bell to start round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Quick punch scores. Down goes Emmanuel Augustus. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
Where
Yo,
did that come from?
me.
1, 2, 3,
Alright,
4, 5. May we continue?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
That jab gets blocked. Jab does not score. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Yeah, that knockdown really just...
Here we go. It's round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter. That jab doesn't find a home. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared.
Look, he's about to start running.
Sharp.
Yo.
Nice counter shot. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Do you believe what we are seeing? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Trying to land that jab. You missed with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision.
Unlucky. Unlucky.